It's that time again where you guys have been asking for a club to be rebuilt in the comments down below, and I'm jumping straight at it. Reading, this club, I remember from back in the day, they were a team in the Premier League. Right now as we speak, they're in League One. Things are looking terrible. If we look at the league table in League One right now, they are in the 21st position with 27 points. But that is not all. Yes, they are clearly struggling, but they used to be a league above in the last season. They actually went down from the Championship into League One this season, and they could do a second year of relegation back to back. And you can see it here. In 2012-2013, Reading used to be a Premier League club, but then they dropped down and spent so many years down in the Championship where they tried to go back up multiple times, here with the 3rd position and there with the 7th. But now things seem to be falling apart. And you guys in the comments have actually said that apparently have a new owner who's kind of ruined everything even more. So I thought, let's dive into this rebuild. It's a 1.5-star team with beautiful kits, by the way. I love using 1.5-star teams. Mate, we're about to go ahead and find ourselves some incredible players from all around the world who are actually doing well in real life, but haven't got that recognition in world football yet, and turning them into absolute legends. This is going to be one hell of a fun rebuild. I cannot wait to get stuck in. It is Reading, by the way, not reading. Don't do that. No! So let's start off this by taking a look at the squad, or should I say the formation. For this rebuild, I want to be rocking the 4-2-2, a formation I haven't used in a while, but one that I really want to do a little bit of a deep dive into in this rebuild. Could be a lot of fun, and it seems like it's suiting the players. But before we go ahead and take a look at the players in the game, let's look at them in real life.
Is this real life?
Their top performer as we speak is Harvey Nips. This man has 7 goals and has gotten himself 4 assists. The second best performer right here in terms of goal contributions seems to be Aziz. 4 goals and 6 assists. The best performer in terms of overall play seems to be Lewis Wing. So we're looking at all that and realizing those players are doing well. Maybe we should be banking on them in terms of performances coming up. But also, let me show you something. So this is the formation I've put up. Smith obviously has 6 goals this season for Reading, according to FOTMob. So this player could be an interesting one for us to rely on. He's only 25 years old. But Aziz, as I said, is one of the top performing ones. He's only 22 years old as well. And we also have Nibs, or Knibs. I'm pretty sure it's probably Nibs. He is in here in the cam position, 24 years old. So these two can also be ones that we probably try and build up. And there is Savage. If I'm not mistaken, he's the son of Robbie Savage. So that's an interesting one. I'm going to try and make him a better player than his actual dad. And maybe that's something we can achieve here, because he's actually part of the top 3 most highest potential players in the team. He has currently 75. And as we go down, Binden right here, the center back, who's 18 years old, has a 63 rating and also is accompanied with 76 potential. So that is the second highest potential player in the team. And as we go down even further, this Bollard kid, who sadly is only loaned into the team, has a potential of 78. And that obviously makes him a quite interesting player to have. But then again, he's only loaned into the club. So definitely doesn't make sense for us to put too much faith into him. Then we have this Guinness Walker lad. He seems to be one to use here. 23 years old, 64 rated. Love that. So we're going to be definitely building an amazing squad here. I cannot wait to see how this team will look at the end of this video. But as I'm going through this, as always, guys, if you are a Reading fan or are familiar with the club, please let me know in the comments down below what the current situation is, why things have gone so bad. I would love to read through that. And also, if you want me to do a rebuild on one of the teams that you have on your mind, leave your comments down below. And make sure to subscribe to not miss out in case I do actually rebuild that squad. Let's start off with one of the biggest talents in terms of goalkeeping in the Netherlands. This is a goalkeeper of AZ Alkmaar, Ramajaden Owusu Oduro. Huh? There you go. I said it. He is a 63 rated goalkeeper coming in with 81 potential. Lads, this is a player that could be the future for Dutch football in that goalkeeping position. We're bringing him in for an A rating. and I truly believe he can be the future for this club. So we have Button here, who is 34 years old. He's going to be replaced by Owusu Oduro, who actually lately has had to play a couple of games for the starting 11 of the squad instead of playing for the youth teams, because Matty Ryan, I believe, who's the goalkeeper for AZ Alkmaar right now, was injured. So Owusu Oduro has taken up that position and has been playing lately. Hasn't kept a clean sheet, but has impressed at times. And for that reason, I was like, you know what? Let's get this guy in. He's 19 years old, 6'2" tall. He's pretty much perfect for this team and for this project that I'm willing to build up. But can I tell you something? As I'm going into this rebuild, as I go through the players one by one, I'm realizing there's so much like good stuff here. Like, you have so many young players. Mbengwe, 21 years old. Holmes, 23. Abbey, 19. You have Guinness Walker, 23. Aziz, again, 22. Savage, 20. Wing, one of the only old ones, 28 years old. Nibs comes in with 24. We have Ahib. Oh, this is a tough one. Ehibatyomhan. Oh my god, dude. I'm going to try it again. Ehibatyomhan. Is that how you say it? He's English and he's 20 years old, 6'3" tall. Your name's tough, bro. I'm going to have to sell you just because of that name. And then we have Smith next to him. So ideally, I actually would love to bring in a different striker. But then I'm also realizing that this Vickers kid is actually very talented as well. So he's one of the top 5 highest potential players in the team. So I might as well give him the chance. 18 years old, 5'8". Maybe we just turn him into an absolute beast. Is he good in it? Oh, he's actually even higher rated in the cam position. Goes up to a 63. And then maybe I can bring in a different player to for that striking position and use Vickers as a cam. He is 5'8". Maybe that's not physical enough for the striking position. I don't know. I'll have to make a decision. The first season has finished, and I gotta say, I'm pretty happy. 15th. So in League One, we have survived, and it's a big gap down to the relegation zone. It's 10 points, actually. But we do have a couple of issues to address in the team. Let me show you what those issues are. When we go through our highest rated players, you will realize that some of them have requested a transfer. Nelson Abbey, who I wanted to be a guy that actually plays every game, for some reason, despite being one of the highest rated players in that position, has not been playing. I made sure that he is definitely at least number 1 or number 2 in terms of highest rated ones to play there, but sadly he didn't get that play time, so he is trying to force his way out of the team. Looking at Guinness Walker, it's the same. He's the highest rated left back, but he's not getting the play time because the game doesn't recognize him, which is just painful to experience. Going down even further, we'll see other ones as well. Binden is another one that doesn't want to extend. Oh, all of a sudden he does. Hold on a second. What the hell? He wants to extend his contract then? Oh, nice. He's wanting to stay all of a sudden. Good. Okay, the New Zealand boy wants to stay. And we have others like Kamara, who are in the cam position, by the way. He could be taken over later on, but let me show you the stats for the season. So Smith with 18 and 3. And then this guy, Kelvin, coming in with the 11 and 1. GG's. Nibs with the 10 and 4. Once again, just basically saying thank you for not actually removing him from that cam position. Wickers has remained a striker. He's now 19 years old and 65 rated. So definitely next season, I want to play him, even though this kid is also quite young. But I don't know. We'll see what happens there. It's still undecided there. But this is very impressive. Lewis Wing from the CDM position with 8 goals and 12 assists this season. One of our best players for sure. And that's impressive, man. When you're in a defensive position like that, you still pull off those types of performances. I am impressed. And looking at the ratings of the team now, it is pretty good. It is very, very good in certain positions. Again, I did have like 3 million after selling a couple of players, but I just didn't feel like going ahead and bringing in more. I wanted to experience this team for one season. We only got a new goalkeeper and he's grown massively, as you can tell right here. So we are looking very good for the future. Even though a bunch of these players are very young, I still want to bring in my own players, the ones that I would love to play, and getting these transfer requests is going to be making things easier. So next season, definitely going to be bringing in a new centre-back and a new left-back as well. How about an 18-year-old that is a striker and also can play in the cam position? This is Valerio, but pay attention, it's Crespi, not Crespo. Everyone will know of Hernan Crespo, especially people that have played Ultimate Team might have not actually known him as a player, but they know him as an icon in the game. This is Valerio Crespi, an Italian coming in from the likes of Lazio for 1.8 million, a hidden gem, so to say. And I'm very excited to bring him into the squad. Seems like he's at a decent rating. Vickers will actually become a cam. He will go up in his stats there, and Nibs will be sold. And the same goes for the man whose name I cannot pronounce. Even though it might be fun, I'm going to move him on for now. Or should I let go of Smith? Smith is 26. Ehibatyomhan. I'm so sorry for butchering your name. He's 21. So maybe I do sell Smith and cash in to be able to bring in a top-notch left back, because I've decided Binden is going to be my centre back. I already sold the ones that requested a transfer. Holmes has been playing here and doing well, so I'm going to just go in for a left back and use this man as a striker. Okay. Welcome Dorgu, a left back from Denmark. Starts off at a 65 rating and just had joined Manchester United before I swooped in and brought him to Reading. This guy is going to be taking over the left back spot for us. So far this season in real life, he had an unreal game against AC Milan, but lately he has become a backup player for the likes of Lecce, and he is going to come in with a rating of 68, 67, something like that. It is actually 68. Obviously has pace right there. That's what you want in a fullback. Has the dribbling along with it as well, but not the best weak foot or skill moves. High attacking work rate. 19 years old, 5'9" at this stage. And I would assume he came in from, I mean, he is Danish. Nordsjælland? Was it Danish? Might be mistaken, might be right. Anyways, I feel like for some reason he probably played at Nordsjælland because every sick talent is coming out of that club. But Dorgu is here now. He's going to hold down that left back position, and I do feel like we actually do have a really good back line. And with Crespi now coming into that striker position, I just realized that we have two left-footed strikers. So I had to bring him in before I can sell players on. So now I can finally sell on Smith, cash in on him, and then either use this guy or sell him as well and bring in like a top striker talent. George Ilenikena is going to be the striker I trust in. Now, you might be asking yourself, who the hell is this guy? Well, let me tell you, this is a player who only got 3 starts this season, but has scored 7 goals. 4 last season's title winners in Belgium, Royal Antwerp. Now, he's not from Belgium himself. He is actually French. But remember the name, lads. This kid looks to be the real deal. And yes, I did sell on both of the strikers we had to bring in Ilenikena. Hate the fact that he doesn't have a picture, but remember the name. This kid is the future. Left-footed, 84 pace, 73 shooting, decent passing. I mean, not really. Good dribbling, physicality is there, and he's 6'1" and only 17 years old as we bring him into our squad. I mean, how ridiculous is that? We are looking at a player that currently, as a 17-year-old, has already scored 7 goals in the Belgian top division. He is definitely someone that many top clubs are immediately looking at and potentially thinking about signing him, I would say. Next season, if he can stay at Royal Antwerp, I can see him become a top striker. Right now, I think Vincent Janssen is scoring the goals for them. But if Vincent Janssen wants to move on, Ilenikena is going to be there and he's going to be taking over. So for us, he's going to be Reading's highest rated striker alongside Crespi. Trust me, we're building something special now. I didn't actually want this to happen, but we are part of the playoffs. I don't think we're ready for the championship, lads, but let's see how it goes. It's Sheffield Wednesday. First game is a win. Second one is 2. Then Barnsley, and Barnsley gets beaten 2, which means we are going up into the championship. We came into that 5th position, beat the 4th place, and beat the 3rd place on top of it. I mean, there was a big gap between us and the guaranteed position. Guaranteed was Peterborough coming in with 90, and we had 81. So we would have needed 3 more wins and a much better goal difference, that is for sure. But I kind of have a feeling that we're going to struggle up there. Having said that, ooh, okay. Ilenikena up to an 77 there. Crespi, 74. Vickers, 72. This guy, for whatever reason, reminds me of Docklanders. Let me know if you guys know of him. Of course, many of you who have been watching career mode content for a while should know of him, but he kind of looks like him. Aziz, 68. I don't know. I'm struggling to see reasons as to why I should keep him in the team down the line. Wing on a 71, Savage going up to a 71 as well. Holmes, Bindun, and then Mbenge looking solid. Dorgu up to a 73. Our goalkeeper up to a 74. Kamara now on a 69. Oh, he probably should play ahead of Aziz by now. Very interesting stuff happening here in the team. I'll make a decision. I think I'm open to bringing a new center attacking midfielder into the team. And I actually want to see how old is Wing now. Wing is coming in at the age of 29. Okay, he's going to be fine for a championship season. So that's good. Goals-wise, because from the cam position, 15 and 5, plus 7 in growth. I didn't even realize that. My God. Okay, Crespi 15 and 7, Ileni Kena 15 and 3, Aziz 15 and 10. I mean, he's had a great season, but it's only a +2, and he's 24 years old at the age of 68. That's probably not good enough. Down the line, I can feel it. So let's see how that goes. Wing from the CDM position. What a performance right there, lad. I'm very, very impressed. And even though Nibs has been only coming off the bench, he still managed to get 12 goals and 6 assists. So props to him once again. So this team is going up into the championship. Let's see if we can survive up there.
I will survive.
The time has come to bring in a player named Umut Tohumcu. This guy is a player that is from Germany and has been starting for the likes of Hoffenheim. A couple of games here and there, but mostly coming on as a substitute, but a big talent. Many clubs are monitoring him as we speak, and Hoffenheim have, with him and Tom Bischoff, some incredible players coming through their ranks. But he is the one I've chosen, and he is joining us for 5 million. Aziz and Kamara, as much as I appreciate them, I wanted someone that can provide me with a high rating instantly and also upside. 69 pace, 66 shooting, but most importantly from the cam position, passing and dribbling. And then no play styles. I'm shocked. 4-star weak foot, which is important. He's 20 years old as he joins us right here. In real life, he's actually 18 and 5'9". He's a very technical player, so watch out. I will definitely turn him into a 5-star skiller in this team, which really excites me. But I feel like we have really created an amazing attack here with 3 players that we have brought in, and Vikas, one of the originals. Now, the CDM position, I'm just realizing we've actually sold. Huh? When did I sell the CDM? What the hell? I never sold him. Did he have a release clause? I wanted to keep him here for another season. Huh? It's not even visible here. Where the hell did Wing go? Am I blind, bro? What the hell is going on? He's not here. He's gone. I honestly don't know what the hell happened there. Well, things actually worked out the way I wanted it to, because we are looking at Reading right now in the 14th position. We have survived in a championship and we want to re-establish ourselves in this league, in which Reading has spent a lot of time in real life. But this time, we actually want to go up into the Prem and stay there. Fulham and Sheffield are going to try it. They are going up and getting promoted, and our squad is looking like this. Ileni Kena, 83 rated. Crespi, 80. Tohumcu, 75. Vikas, 77. Craig, the one that had to play CDM because I don't have any more money, has gone up to a 70, which is lovely. Savage, 75. Dorgu, 77. But then we have issues at the back. Holmes, Bindun, and Bengue. All these guys are not throwing, which is definitely a problem. Yes, it has also to do with the fact that I don't necessarily have the best coaches in the club yet to upgrade these guys faster than they normally would, but the goalkeeper's doing well, and I feel like this backline is possibly holding us back alongside the CDM. Now, the issue is I don't really have anyone to sell. I cannot really make money that way. If I wanted to, I could probably move on Ileni Kena for a bunch of money. He's worth 74 million at this stage. The guy has gone up by +6, but I want him to be the main man of this squad. Yes, of course, if I sell him, I can probably build a whole new team and fill those positions, but I don't want to. So we'll have to hope that things go much better next season with a much bigger budget. Right now, it is not looking good. Championship money wasn't that big, so hopefully it will be much better next time around. And as we go into the stats here, we'll see that Vespi has the most goal contributions, +6 by the way. Vikas, 17 and 13, very impressive. Kahumju first season, not that great considering that Aziz probably has stolen a bunch of playtime from him alongside Kamara. But I still believe in his talent. He's not too far behind the power curve in our team, so things should be going well. I'm just glad that Charlie Savage is actually going up in his stats consistently, so that's a good thing. Alongside Vickers, I feel like those two are going to be the originals that stick around until the end. Well, I was looking for a midfielder to bring into the team because I'm going to have to trust the defenders for another season as I do not have the budget. We have to make it into the Premier League with this team, and then we can make a massive step up. So Michael Craig plus 3.7 million for Joaquin Mosquera. He comes in with a 74. Love that. This kid has pace, passing, dribbling, defending, and physicality. A very good all-rounder that doesn't have shooting on him. And he comes in with medium work rates, 6 foot tall. He's Argentinian, and he was the perfect option for me. He just fit right into our budget. So I'm going to trust this team for another season. I cannot afford to bring in any other players because changing the wages for these players costs me like half my budget each season. So I came in with like a 8 million budget or whatever. And after buying Mosquera now, I need the rest of the cash for the other stuff. So hopefully we can keep going strong and our attack will save us. Attack is the best defense, right?
Yes, I suppose it's possible.
2027, here we go. How is this team looking? Please, the one thing I want is just a high position so we get a budget over like 10 million. That's all I'm asking for. So the squad itself, before I look at the league table, looks very good. Has anyone improved that I didn't expect to improve? I think Holmes has only gone up by +1. Binden has actually gone up quite a bit. Okay, he's still 22, you know. Okay, so maybe finally he's getting that growth. And Bengue maybe like a +1. I'm not too sure. But the rest, this team is ready for Premier League football, especially in any kennel. This guy has 99 pace with 88 shooting already. I cannot wait to see how he actually plays in game. And we got second. We're going up into the Premier League. There we go, my friends. Leicester City and Reading are going up into the Prem as Luton, Middlesbrough, Burnley and Blackburn Rovers have to fight for Premier League football. This is immense. So let's go and take a look into the stats. Who has shot us up into the Premier League? It's Crespi again. 29 and 13. The Italian is just carrying on, doing exactly what he's been doing ever since he joined. Vickers with 23 and 11. And then Eleni Kenna, the highest rated player in our team, who possibly could just run and play for any team in the world, has 19 and 8 in a championship. I expected like 40 goal contributions, but all right. Well, hopefully he's just saving all of it up for Premier League football. Savage done well. Nibs once again. Tohumju with 6 and 4. Got to an 80 rating. Dorgu to an 81. Okay. So we are getting Premier League money. And I think I'm going to keep Mosquera. Looks amazing. All-round player. Savage looks solid. Holmes and Mbenge definitely are going to be changed, and Premier League money is going to make that quite easy. How about a player I've been watching for quite a bit now and know that he's a top talent, but hasn't necessarily shown that quality as much in this past season, I would say. So let's bring in Mace Hilgers. Twente is in a different position right now, and he's coming in for 24 million. My God, that's a lot of money for him. Comes in as an 80. Oh, that's good. So we have let go of our left centre back, and now Hilgers takes over that position. Bin has a 5-star weak foot, so let's put him across there. Hilgers, 77 pace, 80 defending, 81 physicality, 26 years old at this stage, 6'1" tall, has the jockey play style. And in my opinion, definitely someone that could still make that step up from the Eredivisie to a much more competitive division, or a, let's put it that way, a league with a bit more reputation, like a Premier League, Bundesliga, something like that. But Hilgers now joins us as the first transfer in the Premier League, and with that, it leaves us with still plenty of money to replace the right back. So hopefully, I can bring in someone that is going to be close to that 80 rating as well. Finally, a transfer to get hyped about, lads. After Eleni Kenna, I would say this is like the second most important one for me, because Connor Bradley has been outstanding. I mean, if you guys have been watching the games where Trent was injured and Connor Bradley took over the right back position, you will agree with me that this kid looks insane. I am so impressed with his abilities. And it makes me think, like, At first, I actually thought if Xabi Alonso comes in, maybe he switches to the 3-4-2-1 formation that he plays with Leverkusen. Now seeing the improvement of Conor Bradley, I actually wonder what he's going to do, because if Conor Bradley keeps going like this, there's a bright future ahead of him, and Trent could easily go into that midfield and hold on to that position, and Bradley can play right back, which he's going to do for our team right now. 90 pace, not enough shooting of course, but he's a right back, decent dribbling, passing, defending and physicality. 79 rated at this stage. At the age of 23 he joins us. I'm so excited to have him as part of our team, because at Liverpool he probably would have sat on the bench, but we did bring him in from AS Roma, who probably did see his potential. So let's see how the season goes. I am fully expecting Ileni Kena to go to 90 plus, but hopefully we're not going to be losing any of our players to any of the big clubs, and getting some decent results along the way. Season's come to an end, and we're looking at a team that is currently in the 10th position. 55 points in our first Premier League season. And one thing that I noticed is we had 19 draws. That is, I mean, that's crazy. Half of the season we drew. That's just nuts to me. Arsenal have won the league. But actually, let me show you something. FA Cup. Yes, we won that one, which means we're going to Europe, my friends. Yes, this Reading side is getting European football already, and it deserves it. Look at the ratings. 92, 90, 88, right there. 84 on Tohumju. Savage up to an 85. Captain now. Bindon on 80, Hilger's 84, Bradley 83, goalkeeper up to an 85, Dorgu up to an 84. Bench looks terrible, I'll admit that, but I never really had the funds to go ahead and improve the bench the way I would have loved to. But right now, it's still Crespi, bro. Yes, Ileni Kena might be higher rated, and he might forever be higher rated, but Crespi is the man who has been leading this team consistently. Tohumju 10 and 7, Vickers 9 and 16, most assists in the team. Congratulations, and Conor Bradley getting 6 goals off of that right back position. Very nice. Mosquera 4 and 6 from CDM. I'm actually very impressed with these. I do wonder how much money we're going to be getting for qualifying for Europa League football and only getting 10th position. I'm not necessarily expecting a lot. I made the decision to bring in a top talent into our team, Romeo Lavia. Mosquera had to go the other way, and Lavia is going to step up now for Reading. 20 million plus Mosquera for this deal, which probably isn't ideal, but do I care? No, I don't. I wanted Lavia in this team, and he's now part of it. 83 rated. Obviously a massive talent, but with the injuries and the whole Chelsea and Liverpool story going on before he joined Chelsea, it was just a bit too much, and it feels like this year that he's taken off could really hurt his career. I really hope it doesn't. Lavia is a great talent, and here he is, 83 rated. Go on then, support the team, lad. I know you can. And finally, here we are. First place. What a jump from 10th going up into the 10th first position. Romeo Lavia's transfer made a big impact. Manchester City far away from our spot, and as you can see there for a second, we also won the FA Cup. Yes, we have beaten Liverpool in the penalties, and that has us lifting 2 trophies this season. Prem, FA Cup, incredible. And honestly, it's about goddamn time, because look at these players' ratings. 92, 91, 93. Everyone is ridiculous. Lowest rating is this Bindon lad who's been here for a while, but now that I'm going to get big money, I'm obviously going to be bringing in a top world-class centre-back into that position. Who doesn't want to join the Premier League winners? So let's see the stats. Ileni Kena, have you overtaken him? No, you haven't. Crespi is still the GOAT. 34 and 5. Ileni Kena with 18 and 4. I honestly don't even know what to say about these two anymore. Tohumju, great season. Vickers as well. Bradley, amazing. Guys, Champions League footy. Here we go. We didn't make it far in the Europa League this season, by the way, which is fine. We won 2 big trophies. And there he is. It is done. The deal is done. Josko Gvardiol is joining us. I am weakening our opponents, Manchester City, in the Premier League to make sure that they are suffering right now. But what? Wolves have him in their team? He's not even at Manchester City. Anyways, He's part of our team right now. Bindon, I appreciate you. You're going to be a great backup, lad. Don't you even worry. But there comes Guardiol. We all know how good this guy is. It's been building up for years now. And he's going to become one of the best defenders in world football. And now he's arguably playing for one of the strongest teams in the world with Manchester City. So I thought, hey, let's get in a leader at the back. Guardiol is going to be exactly that guy. Already beaten PSG and smacking up Borussia Dortmund 5-3. This team is now up against Real Madrid and beating them 2-1 the first time, 3-1 in the end. Now I actually wonder who's going to be our opponent. Maybe Bayern Munich, maybe Bayer Leverkusen. Who is our opponent? It's Manchester City. Probably the team that I lost most of my Champions League finals against in total, but let's check out our squad. I mean, guys, I cannot wait to use this team. We have gone from a 1.5-star team to a team that can afford the likes of Guardiol, but most importantly, grow amazing players to top ratings. So no bench still. Bench looks trash. I still didn't have enough money to do it because Guardiol cost me so much. But we got to give him the props. Valerio Crespi. He's up to a 93 with 38-4. He plays Premier League and Champions League football. In the Champions League in 12 games, he has 10 goal contributions. Ileni Kena coming in with possibly his best season, 39 goal contributions. Finally, it took him that long to do it. Tohunju did well, Dorgo did well, Vickers did well, Lavia had a good season as well. Connor Bradley consistently just coming up with those types of numbers, and Savage is our captain as we go into this final here. But how did things go in other competitions? Premier League, first place. So there's a double on the line. Community Shields, that is not ours. We lost against City there. Interesting. We haven't made it far in the FA Cup. In the Carabao Cup, we also didn't win that one. So it's only going to be a double if we can win against the likes of Manchester City. But saying only kind of feels wrong because this is the biggest trophy of them all. Haaland, Foden, Martin, McAtee, Zubimendi, Doyle, Alde, Ruben Diaz, Jimenez, Cabore, Ederson. If I'm being completely honest, that team doesn't scare me at all. But every time I say that, it tends to go really wrong. And off we go into the final. I cannot wait to see how Ileni Kena plays. By the way, the away kits right here are perfect FIFA kits. Let's be honest, the color, the design, everything about this Reading away kit screams FIFA to me. Or should I say FC 24. Good one. And straight away all the way to the left. And Ileni Kena on the run. Can he win that? Come on, buddy. Yes, good header. Ileni Kena, that's yours. Oh, he smacks it in on his left foot. See, this is what I was expecting. I thought he was going to be a world beater, and Manchester City fans are sad and silent as we play a beautiful ball over the top. Ileni Kena smacks it, and I actually wonder who gave that assist. Was it Crespi? I think it might have been. Martin inside the box. Guardiol out of position. Huge save. And a penalty has been given. For what? What happened? Are you kidding? That's a penalty. Guardiol is like, yeah, sure, mate. That's a pen. Oh, I can't believe it. I don't think I've ever saved a penalty of Haaland. And I just won't, ever. Guardiol chasing down Martin again. This time, no games being played. Just takes him out completely. Here goes Tohunju. Sees the run of Ileni Kena. He's through. Crespi in the middle. Crespi in the middle. Yes. It's the one passing it to the other this time around again. This team is ridiculous. I actually love those kits. I don't know what it is, man. They look great. They look amazing. Especially when you play the game. It just looks different. You don't necessarily get this color in career mode. On Ultimate Team, yes, you do. You have all those fancy kits that you can use that are colorful and everything. But on career mode, not that often. So I'm really impressed with this. I don't like him. Yes, Savage. No, Savage. What are we doing? That's Haaland scoring. No, it isn't. Our keeper's too good. Get the ball off of him as soon as you can. Yes, Romeo Lavia. Into Crespi. Crespi knows exactly what to do. And that is that pass to Ileni Kena. who's going to smack it and just give no chance to Ederson or whoever is in goal for Manchester City. It's the counter-attack of dreams. Romeo Lavia starting it off with the steal and then 99 shot power, I believe, on Eleni Kenna. 153 ball speed. No chance. Come on, Reading. Hold on to it. Referee, blow the whistle. Let's end it at 3-2. Let's end it at 3-2, please. And he does. Yes, come on then. Reading wins the Champions League alongside the Prem. And here comes Savage. Yes, the lad is going to lift the trophy now. I probably should have Googled if he's actually Robbie Savage, his son. But anyways, I just know that his son does play somewhere, and I assumed it's this one. I mean, surely there aren't that many players named Savage. Lads, this was so much fun. I gotta admit, rebuilding teams like these, it's just different, man. It's a different experience. You take players from nothing to something, and that's what career mode really is about at the end of the day. And trust me, some of these names you're probably going to be hearing down the line, playing for some big clubs. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care and peace.